NPO chapter, and the book I prefer is Navbodh. So I picked up this question because in this question all the important adjustments are given. So first we will read the question that from the following receipts and payment account of Jan Kalyan Club, prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet for the year ending 31st December 2007. And here the receipt and payment account is given, and the particular that all the adjustment are given in here. So firstly we have seen that in receipts column there is a opening cash balance 1st January 2017, and there is a subscription, donation, sale of furniture, entrance fees, life membership fees, entrance interest on investment, that is 5,000, salary is given 24,000, traveling expenses, stationery, rent 16,000, repair, book purchased, building purchased, and the closing balance of cash is 1800. And in adjustment it is given that subscription received in advance in as on 1st January 2017 and as on 31st December 2017. So here we have received that subscription received in advance, outstanding subscription is also given, stock of stationery is given, that first is opening, second one is closing, book is given, book is our asset, furniture is given, it is also an asset, and the opening balance that 13,500 come from the last year of balance sheet. So this will come under the opening balance sheet, and this will in the closing balance sheet, and the outstanding rent. Okay, so this is our question. So I have solved this question in it here, so you can see the question. So the working note I will tell you side by side. So first there is a opening cash balance, that is 6800. So I have written expenditure and income, and that this is the opening balance sheet of 2016 because we are preparing balance sheet of 2017. So this is balance sheet of 31 December 2017, and this is 1st January 2017 or 31st December 2016, because when there is a closing balance sheet 31st December 2016, so there will be opening of 1st January 2017. Okay, so don't be confused by any of the question if there is any of thing is given like this. Okay, this is opening balance sheet. So in our question I have told you in the question, so please see the book. Now I am telling you the solution. The opening cash is 6800. So I have first written in this opening cash. I will tell you in the book also that this is opening cash is 6800, and there is now a subscription is rupees 60,200. So I will tell you the solution of subscription account. Subscription now. So we are preparing for the subscription 2017 and it is given 60,200. Okay, so we have 2 year also, that in adjustment there is a subscription given, subscription received in advance on 1st January 2017. What it means 1st January 2017 means here is 1st January 2016 to 31st December 2016. So what will be the opening balance of this? It will be the 1st January 2017 and the closing will be 31st December 2017. So we have received the advance subscription of 1st January 2017 is here is 1000. Okay, and the closing is 3200. This is advance. Okay, and the outstanding is also given. Subscription date 1st January 2017, outstanding is 2000 and the closing is 3700. So the formula I told you, that first subscription received is 6200, and then the formula what is said, outstanding at beginning less outstanding at end. Okay, then we add the advance at beginning minus advance at end. So we have to just put the amount in here. What is the outstanding at beginning? Outstanding at beginning is 2000. So we write it 2000 and 3700 is the end amount, and the advance opening is 1000 and the advance closing is 3200. So what is the total is 59700. So this is the subscription. Or there is, so what I have written in subscription debt is 59700. So in question there is also a donation is given, so there is no adjustment, so we will directly write 3000 in here, and the interest on investment is also given, that is 5000. But in question it is not given the original investment amount. It is already given the investment amount, that is 5000, and the 5% the rate is given. So we have, there is a hidden adjustment also. Okay, so and the last receipt side is entrance fees 8000, and in question it is written that life membership should be capitalized, which we always do. Okay, so then we come to the payment side. So in payment side there is a hidden thing, that loss on sale of furniture. It means in furniture it is the sale of furniture which is 4000, but the book value is 6000. So इसने क्या किया है, 6000 की चीज़ 2000 में बेच दी है, तो ऑब्वियसली कॉमन सेंस है 2000 लॉस में भेजी है, तो लॉस वी राइट लॉस इट इन ईयर 2000 लॉस. Okay, then another entry is salary. Salary there is no adjustment, it is only given that 24,000, so we write directly. And then the traveling expenses 6,000, and there is a stationery. Stationery is 2300, but there is a adjustment that stock of stationery, one is 1200 and another is 800. So when there the stock is given, so the opening stock will be added and the closing stock will be deducted. So the opening stock is 1st January 2017 because it is the last year closing stock, so we will add in a current year, and this is a closing stock of current last year. So how we will assume that closing stock is 1200, so it will be the closing stock of opening balance sheet. You have seen that opening balance sheet 1200, and the closing balance sheet I have written 800. It means that this closing balance of 2017 will be the opening balance of what, 1st January 2018. Okay, so that's why it will be deducted, because it is not used in this year, and this stock is come from previous year, that is the opening balance sheet, so it will be added in it here. And side by side I also tell you how to put the value of outstanding and advanced subscription. So all the beginning all the beginning item will come in the opening side and all the end will come in the closing side. How? Outstanding at beginning, it means that outstanding at beginning will come here 2000, because what outstanding income, if there is outstanding income, it is an asset, and outstanding expenses, it is an liability. So outstanding subscription is an income of what beginning year, it means opening balance sheet. Okay, and outstanding at end, it will come in closing balance sheet. And the advance, if we received income in advance, so it will be the liability to us, so that's why it come in liability. The beginning advance at end, it will outstanding at end come in the, sorry, advance at beginning come in the opening balance sheet, and the advance in end subscription will come in the closing balance sheet of the liability side. So and let's come back to the expenditure side. There is another point, the repair. So no adjustment is given 700, but in question adjustment there is given that the book and furniture of both opening and closing, so this is hidden adjustment. So if we have to make depreciation, we have to calculate depreciation or anything, it will find out, we have to make the book account and furniture account. How? Let me show you. So in book account there is a opening. You all know that book is an asset, and we already know that all the opening balance of asset come in the debit side, and all the opening balance of liability come in the credit side. So book is an asset, so the opening balance of book 35,500 will come in debit side, and the closing balance will be come in 60,500 come in the closing side. So the book is the opening balance is 3500 and the closing is 16,500. Okay, and there is also given in the payment side that we have payment side, you know, we have purchased the book of what 6,000, so it will come in the debit side, because in it can be cash or it will can be bank purchase. Okay, 16,000. So all the balancing figure, this is the balancing figure, come 3,000. So we will assume it as a depreciation because it is a small amount. So this also I have done in the furniture account too. In the furniture account there is a 16,000 opening and the 8,000 closing. Okay, so and there is also book sold, book is sold, which we have written the loss in here. So I have written the book value sold 6,000, and after totaling, so this is also the balancing figure of 2,000. So this two we will write in the depreciation column, that 5,000, this is the hidden, so we have to calculate it here. So and there is another, so we have to first write the opening balance of book, what 13,500 in the opening, and the closing is 16,500, where I have written in the book account of this closing. Okay, so and there is another furniture, we have also done the same. So what I have told you, there is a interest on investment is given 5,000, but there is no investment given it in here, so we have to calculate the investment. How we can calculate? We can calculate that 5,000 is interest. Okay, and there is no investment is given, but there is a 5% is given. So how can we calculate that 5,000 and reciprocal of 5? So what will the calculation of it is, the 1 lakh. So 1 lakh will be the investment. Okay, so in mathematical term you can also see that 5% of x equal to 500. Actually I have told you the method of shortcut, but if some of you don't know the mathematics, so it is a 5% of x is what? Investment. Of what? This is interest. So the 5% we can write it 5 by 100 into x, and we will directly put the value it in here, so it will reciprocate because it is come under the into multiplication sign. So the ultimately the answer will be the 1 lakh. So what we will do with the 1 lakh, that investment is done. So if in current year you if I buy the investment is opening balance sheet, so no interest is given, and so after that the interest is given in the second year like the depreciation. So we have to write in both opening balance sheet and closing balance sheet the investment. Okay, so 1 lakh I have written in both. So this is what, and there is also the outstanding rent. So there is a opening outstanding, closing outstanding. So like the same formula, opening outstanding at beginning will be deducted and outstanding at end will be plus. So the same I have written in here, rent 16,000, outstanding at rent, outstanding at beginning. Either way you can write, what way you are comfortable with you can write. Okay, so don't get confused by the sequence. So this is all. The question is complete. The after calculating we will get the surplus of 11,100, and after calculating this we will calculate the balancing figure of what? Capital fund. Capital fund means the opening capital fund which we put it in here the in closing balance sheet. Capital fund 13,700, and the surplus we will add it in here, and you will see the balance sheet will tally. And the life membership in the question is given it should be capitalized, so we have written it in the liability side. Okay, so this is all. Thank you for listening.